Welcome to your daily update on the ongoing conflict between Israel and Gaza as of August 9, 2024. Here's the latest news from the region. Former U.S. State Department official Charles Blaha has criticized the Biden administration's decision to continue military assistance to Israel's Netzah Yehuda Battalion. Blaha argues that this decision is directly contrary to U.S. law, specifically the Lehi Law, which mandates halting assistance to military units involved in human rights violations. The controversy centers on the battalion's involvement in the death of an elderly Palestinian American man in the occupied West Bank in 2022. Despite this, the State Department has allowed the unit to continue receiving U.S. aid, allegedly under pressure from Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. This decision has sparked significant backlash, particularly from human rights groups. British Foreign Secretary David Lammy has urged UK citizens in Lebanon to leave immediately as tensions in the region escalate. Lammy emphasized the UK's ongoing diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation, but warned that the risk to citizens in Lebanon remains high. In Gaza, Israeli airstrikes near the Nuseirat refugee camp have resulted in the deaths of 4 Palestinians, including members of the Hamada family. Gaza's civil defense reports that 2 homes nearby also sustained damage, highlighting the ongoing toll on civilian lives. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Jordan's Foreign Minister Ayman Safadi have discussed efforts to calm tensions in the region and prevent further escalation. They focused on the need to finalize a ceasefire deal, with Blinken emphasizing that no party in the region should take actions that would jeopardize reaching a ceasefire. Safadi stressed that Israel must halt its assault on Gaza as a first step toward de-escalation. Meanwhile, the Council on American-Islamic Relations, CAIR, has called for Secretary Blinken's resignation, accusing him of violating U.S. law by refusing to sanction the Netzah Yehuda Battalion over rights abuse allegations. CAIR claims the unit committed gross human rights violations using U.S. weapons, and that Blinken's decision disregards the conclusions of career diplomats and legal experts. In a related development, the U.S. is set to release $3.5 billion to Israel for weapons and military equipment as part of a $14.1 billion spending bill passed by Congress earlier this year. Despite widespread calls to end weapons transfers to Israel amid the Gaza conflict, U.S. support for Israel continues. Efforts to mediate a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas are ongoing. Qatar has assured that Hamas will be represented in talks expected to take place on August 15th in either Doha or Cairo. The U.S. considers this an encouraging sign, with President Biden likely pushing for a resolution before the upcoming U.S. presidential election. In a shocking incident, video footage has emerged showing the gang rape of a Palestinian prisoner by Israeli guards at the SDE T-Man detention facility in southern Israel. This has sparked outrage and concern from rights groups and the UN, while some Israeli officials focus more on the crime of recording the video rather than addressing the alleged rape itself. Hezbollah has claimed a direct hit on Israeli soldiers stationed in the Dovov barracks in response to Israeli attacks on southern Lebanon. The cross-border conflict continues, with Israel striking deeper into Lebanon, including a recent attack on a car near Sidon that killed at least 1 person. Observers expect a retaliatory attack by Hezbollah following Israel's assassination of a Hezbollah commander in Beirut last month. Finally, the UN welcomes any movement toward a Gaza ceasefire as the humanitarian situation continues to deteriorate. Both Israel and Hamas are under pressure to return to negotiations and reach an agreement that could potentially stabilize the region. Thank you for watching today's update on the Israel-Gaza conflict. For more daily news and analysis, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.